Today's episode of the Federation's Finest podcast is brought to you by The House, the feature film, now streaming on Tubi. After a freak accident and a night out drinking leaves two of their friends dead, the lives of 6 teens are changed forever with the discovery of a mysterious revive serum that can bring one of their dead back to life, but only one. Now torn into multiple groups and fighting amongst each other, these teens must decide who they are, what they believe in, and what truly is the value of a life. Stream The House, directed by Miles Ross, now on Tubi for free, or head to thehousefeature.com or at thehousefeature on Instagram to learn more. That is thehousefeature.com or at thehousefeature on Instagram to learn more. Hello and welcome to the Federation's Finest podcast. I am not afraid to keep on living. I am not afraid to walk this world alone. I'm your host, Miles, and I'm a filmmaker from Seattle, but I'm also a big mech fan. I grew up on Gurren Lagann. I'm currently watching through Gal Geiger and Paddle with my brother, but I'm a die-hard Gundam fan at heart. With this show, I'm here to lead 3 Gundam newbies through the series and see if we can figure out what this giant robot thing is all about. We'll be covering this series in my own special order, emulating but not quite following the experience of discovering the show on Toonami or the internet in the early 2000s. On today's episode, we are covering Mobile Suit Gundam, the original series. Episodes 16, 17, and 18, that is of the American release, Amuro Deserts, Zeon Secret Mine, and Ramba Rawl's Attack. If you want to join along, go and watch those. Gentlemen, I'm so excited to have you here. Who do we got here today?
My name is Tom. I can't tell you my last name or where I am or what school I go to. If they know too much about me, they might find us. The Yerks are among us. The Yerks are among us. Also a filmmaker from Alaska, here to absolutely flame against everything this show loves and holds dear at this point. I'm here to throw salt and shade and be aggressive.
Hey, as long as you're willing to do the podcast, whatever thoughts you have, I'm happy for them.
I'm a latch on to the few bits I like. I'm a latch on to Ramba Rawl, and my boy's gonna carry me through what remains of this.
Whew, this is gonna be great when we get to Zeta.
Alright, I guess with that, I'm your local space cowboy, Leo. Supposed to be one of the Gundam newbies, although I don't think I can call myself that after watching a couple Gundams now, Iron-Blooded Orphans and Double O. But always been a fan of giant robots and the like. I am here to spread the good word of the God Emperor of Mankind and to prove that Gundam is just Japanese flavored 40K.
All right.
And me. Yes, of just any anime and video games mostly. Kind of familiar. Watched Double O. Finished G Gundam for this podcast. So then, other than that, I'm just chilling, trying to figure whatever this whole thing is about. But I kind of get it now. With the whole original 79.
Sweet. Well, hey. I'd still say y'all are a bit still Gundam newbies, specifically to Tobido Gundam, because man, does that man have a view of the world. Top of the show. Hey, I'm still on side 6, still in Florida, so if there's any sort of connection lapse or sound spiking or issues, forgive me again. We'll be back to my nice, sexy, good microphone at some point in the near future. Beyond that, wiki warning. So we've used the Gundam wiki a few times in the show, and I've mentioned you guys, you can glance on it, but be careful for spoilers. How do I dance around this? Several characters on the wiki by moderators have had their names adjusted and statuses of them adjusted, and specifically certain lady characters that may take other male characters' last names have had them changed to last names that will spoil things for us on this podcast. So let's just take a general, hey, be careful if y'all look at that wiki, and I'll do my best to shield y'all from spoilers. I've actually sent you a few memes that have had spoilers in it, but y'all haven't noticed, so we should be good. Second note of the day, hey, big notes, guys. Today, November 4th, because it's totally November 4th, it is not November 11th when we're actually recording this. Today, November 4th, is Amuro Ray's birthday. Happy birthday, Amuro, our beautiful protagonist boy.
Yay.
We also have a second birthday, also totally tomorrow. Yoshiyuki Tomino, whose birthday is November 5th. 1 day away from Amuro. Any thoughts on that, boys?
I think you lost it.
What do you
I think
mean?
you might have lost the plot.
What do you mean?
It is, nothing there.
Yeah, 'cause it wasn't
Smiles. I
your
can hear
fault,
the smile.
Well, let's jump into today's episode 16, Amuro Desserts. Again, there's a little bit of a storm brewing outside, so if my mic gets weird, we'll figure things out. But as we start today's episode, who here's seen Evangelion, right?
A long
Yeah,
time
I've seen the
ago.
series. Yeah.
Episode 4 is called The Hedgehog's Dilemma, and it's a famous episode, obviously written years later from Gundam. 1995 from 1979 all the way to 1995 is our difference here. Episode 4, The Hedgehog's Dilemma, involves one Shinji, the protagonist of Evangelion, going and running away from Nerve. He abandons his duties as a Ava pilot and ends up having a whole little saga, which I believe is a parallel to this episode and this sort of saga we're starting here. We'll return to this in a minute, but if there's no thoughts on that, let's jump into the beginning of episode 16, Amuro Desserts. Whoever wants to.
Yeah, well, I thought we had no exposition intro, but it turns out that's our new exposition intro. A mid-air docking sequence.
Yeah.
It's changing
I was
every few
surprised
episodes.
They were actually. I was surprised they were actually running a drill, and it's like, oh no, okay, we ran those drills off screen. This is just showing you that we have done that. Because one of the later ones was like, Amuro would look back on these days of training. But we're still proceeding across Central Asia, and we know that because we open with funky beats in the desert night, and just a slow pan over white base to really hold that frame rate budget in tight.
You know they have to.
Okay, so Amuro here is either doing I think it's just simulations, or is he watching game tape on this computer thing here?
It's, I think, a little
I
mix of both. It's battle film,
Okay.
but it's also simulations.
it's-
Go on.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of both, to be honest.
Okay, well, vector graphics, cool. I mean, it looked kind of cool. And then he's like, well, we don't have any data on the goof, so I just made it 20% better. That won't come back to bite me. Simulation and
Not at all.
practical experience are totally the same thing.
They're equal parallels. What are you talking about?
I also love how it's just that shot of him getting Gundam gut punched by Char, because he was in there and felt that. That's why he keeps coming back to it, because he is where that cockpit kick was.
Yeah.
You took that one personally.
Yeah,
Haven't seen
they're,
Char.
They're data mining the Zaku, so at least that's good.
Yeah, we haven't seen Char in a
Yeah,
minute.
sure's had not in a few episodes. I see why Tom's pissed.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take what I can get. Morale will do.
We then get a weird line, which is Bright doing a very poor job. I think it's Bright, Oscar, and another jobber doing a very poor job of CIA waterboard torturing this poor Zeon guy, and he's like, and then Mirai walks in and he's like,
kids.
another underage soldier girl, which is weird in English.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
getting interrogated and like pseudo tortured, I guess. I just kind of had him strapped into a
within
white
the
room with a
grounds
chair.
of the Antarctic Treaty.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I'm an officer, so you should know how to treat an officer if you're an officer. And it's like, well, yeah, we're only interrogating you by shining a bright light in your face. Like, come on, this is space, dude. We could do so many worse things.
I
Well, I
love
guess
the
they're not in space, but still.
That's fair.
I love to think that that is literally the extent that the Antarctic Treaty permits. You can shine a bright light.
You can't hurt officers.
But you can annoy the shit out of them.
Yes.
But yeah, then
But meanwhile,
we get a weird scene.
yeah.
Miles, you're gonna have to stand for your boy here.
My boy.
Because I
This
sent
is
you some messages. This is the second time that we've seen bare-chested underage in Gundam.
Oh, Mirai's an adult.
Yeah.
See, she's not coded as an adult,
Is
man.
she?
Mirai.
Like,
Mirai.
we literally just had a scene where a guy's like, "Oh, good, another underage soldier." Like,
That's such a
right.
weird line, and I don't know why the English dub team did that. Mirai, Sayla, and Bright, are all like 18, 19.
Okay,
Amuro,
but even Bright isn't coded as an adult. He's coded as the oldest of the kids.
I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna let y'all talk about this.
Yeah, I would look at an 18 or a 19-year-old and go, "Yeah, that's a kid."
Like, I mean, that's the whole point of Bright. Is like he's right on the cusp of being an adult. Like the rest of them are clearly still children. But like Bright and Sayla, and I'll give you Mirai too, but they're right on the cusp of adulthood. But it's like it was weird with Kiki once you told me the age, man. Like,
Oh yeah, well, Kiki is totally a kid.
or not Kiki.
Kika.
In Kika in eighth MS.
Oh, I don't fuck.
So Kiki's like 14, 15. Kika here is a kid. Yeah.
Yeah. It was weird in 8th MS. It was weird the little bit of Cassilia we got in whatchamacallit, the last
Cassilia
one.
is an adult.
It was,
Origin.
in Origin, she's much younger though, man.
She's like 18 to 20 in the Origin timeline wise. And she
okay, let me put it this way then. Every time we have had
it's a young woman, certainly.
Of a female, regardless of age.
Yeah.
It is felt unnecessary to the plot. It is felt superfluous.
I can support that because I don't understand the point of any of this scene of Kika breaking the tap.
Sorry. So yeah, this whole scene is there's a water spill. Kika calls for Amuro's help. Amuro comes in and there's a bra hanging in the doorway, like from the top of the door, perfectly down so that it hits him in the head because he didn't see it before he came through the door. He blushes. Mirai like pokes out topless, notices Amuro, gets kind of shy, and he's all blushing and stuff as she's like, "Well, I can't come out to fix it, so Amuro, you're gonna have to come in." And then he fixes it, and she's like, "Thank you," and he leaves, and we never talk about it again.
Yeah, there was no elaboration, no future plot points that this touches on. It's just like we needed an extra. How long is this sequence? What, a minute?
At most, sub minute, but no more than 1 minute. But still, it felt unnecessary.
How do you feel,
especially
Kidney?
when
Sorry, go on.
Use those frames to make more robot punch more robot.
more robot punch. Okay. Well, you, Kenny, what do you think? Sorry, you just haven't said anything in a minute.
I don't know. It's the one I've ever seen for me. I was just vibing. I didn't really.
You didn't think too much?
Yeah, I kind of agree. It's like it was unnecessary to the plot. I guess it's like fill in the time bubble of like the 20 minutes they need to broadcast. So
What
just
do you
weird like antics, I guess.
what do you think the purpose, if there was a purpose, say if there was, let me play devil's advocate, knowing all things of the future. If there was a purpose for this, if you could guess one, any of y'all, do you have any guesses of what this could be?
Oh,
I
you
had
guys
to-
go first.
If I had to give a guess, and this is coming from somebody who's not a film person, writer, man.
Oh yeah, narrative or
what I
structure,
understand-
structural.
But from what I understand, dialogue is to either further the plot or develop character. So I can only guess that this is to develop some kind of character bond between maybe Amuro and Mirai, because nobody really gives a shit about Kiko. Let's be fucking for real. But yeah, that's as good as a guess as I'm gonna give.
Okay, what about the other of you two? Any guesses if either structurally or narratively what this could be? For?
Is like innocence of being
Yeah.
like a teenager, I guess. Of like, oh, despite them being in war, he's still just a teenager, I guess. Or I don't fucking know.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the only justification for it that I can come up with is that we're showing that Amuro does still have some preteen-ish childlike innocence to him.
Well, I wouldn't even say preteen, like teen.
Sure.
He acts
My
preteen.
opinion of his age goes up and down with his actions.
I certainly knew
That's fair.
dudes who were like Amuro at 16, but also knew dudes at 16 who acted like Bright, way older than they were. So who knows? Who knows? All right, we can move on from there.
Yeah, we got
Hey,
Zeke's in the desert.
What the fuck? The yellow thing is a. What the fuck is that yellow thing?
It's
I'm-
Ramba Rawl's mobile HQ, and I'm calling it the bug base.
All right, would
Yeah.
you like names?
It's a bug base, Miles.
It's a
Was it? I have it written down at one point.
This is a machine you may see a bit later in Gundam. This is called the Gallop. It is a
I feel like we've been over this.
Zeon
Yeah.
Land Cruiser. I think
Okay,
we
now
covered it a
looked-
little
it looked
bit.
less. It
Yeah.
did. It looked less like we've covered it the first time it showed up. It looked less like a bug before.
Yeah,
it looked
so
like- yeah, it
Rounder in a lot of its drawings this
it
time.
actually sometimes has this back part that I think makes it look more like a bug. It's got the little caboose there in the
Yep.
back.
Yeah,
But
That'll do it.
Zeon unit, mass land carrier, they're dropped onto Earth for this European / Eurasian campaign.
Bro, that's Aunt Fanny.
Yeah. Big thing. But you'll see gallops all throughout Gundam and every Gundam video game. Zaku's popping out the back of them. We also... Go on.
Were these that were dropped off? Were these improved or repaired Zaku?
Do not know. I'm sorry.
Okay, I couldn't catch which it was when I was watching.
I'll go over it right now
Man.
But
since we're going to
I
talk
like-
about it. Go on. Sorry.
But I feel like if Ramba is personally delivering these Zaku, I feel like they'd be like pristine.
I feel that.
yeah. But yeah, we get an interesting bit of like Hammond being like, "Why are you here, baby?" And he's it's like, "Well, I'll get a 2-rank promotion, and then I can do right by my man." Like, I mean, if we're going off of Ramba we've seen in Origins, then I'm taking that to me. He's like, I want to get higher up the chain so that I can like stop my boys from having to rush over the trenches when someone blows a whistle just cuz.
You feel like this is like a big boss, like Metal Gear thing. Like, I think soldiers should be able to live in a world where they don't have to fight for causes they don't believe in. So I'm going to become the best soldier. So my men and fix things from the inside or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
I also love how he is a definitive short king here. Put a pin in that.
Yeah,
Or maybe Hammond's
short.
tall, man.
Keep talking. I'm gonna see if I can find the height.
Yeah, I feel like Hamon's just tall. I'd believe that.
But I mean, I'll also accept him having short king energy. It is pretty fitting for later scenes.
Just a lot of it.
Uh, uh, but yeah, that we go back to the Zeke
Prisoner.
officer
Hmm.
who has a explosive tooth and like a jockstrap det cord.
I put in
And
my
like
Yeah.
I put in my notes pube wire, every man's best friend.
that's
he
at
Ew.
first I thought it was like a radio tooth, and he was like clipping it onto the pipe to like use white bait and like send a call for help. But no, it's an explosive tooth. He just blows the door with his tooth and jockstrap.
he
Fantastic.
pulls the wire out from his balls. It's
Yeah.
wild. Do not ask me
Just
where this comes
But
from. We never
then,
see it again.
like, classic choose your own adventure video game kind of thing of they do.
Oh, so go again. Sorry, the connection got a little bad for a sec. Say it one more time, Tom.
yeah. It's-
I was just saying good on Sayla for he's like, hey, I'll
Immediately,
free
yeah.
you. She's like, if you're really a Zeon and you're escaping, I'll scream.
Proceeds to scream.
Yeah. Which is great because that means that they're like, all right, we trust you again implicitly. Go after the prisoner.
Get his ass.
Um, yeah, which I mean, we're skipping over here a bit, but Bright does authorize excessive force, not lethal force, excessive force.
Excessive force.
Sure.
Yeah.
And we get this sequence of this big Scooby Doo chase through the white base as Sayla proves
Yeah.
herself.
Yeah.
Yeah, huh.
Meanwhile, Amuro's outside blasting missile batteries, and even the Zeon are like, "Why are they attacking us? This holds literally no strategic value whatsoever." It's just out there blasting guys doing midair conversions, trying to look cool.
Right, trying to gain doing style points on a non-strategic position.
But he's also out there in the gun tank because he's like, right, dumb. This beep beep
Not
beep
every
beep beep.
situation is
Ramba
better
incoming.
is suited for Gundam. Yeah.
Like, yeah. I mean, he was doing work for a bit. Like, he was definitely blowing up that line of guns that have no strategic importance, which begs the question of why they're there in
Absolutely.
the first place. But all right.
And begs an even more important question of why the fuck is there a goof?
But yeah, Ramba incoming. Commercial break. And then we get a pretty solid Home Alone move from the kids and the stupid robot.
With the Haro? Hey!
Yeah. No, I will not
Leave
name it.
Haro alone.
I will not name it. I hate it.
Haru.
Leave the
It
merchandising
tried
robot
here.
alone.
It tried here. I'll give it points here. It was useful.
If it wasn't for that staircase.
Yeah.
Canon check, just real quick. When the can y'all hear me all good? I know my audio's spotty sometimes today.
Yeah.
You're good.
When the Zeon soldier is on the base radioing back to Ramba's folks, he says, quote, there's Gundam, gun tank, and gun cannon. There's only one of each type, which we now know retroactively isn't true because he does not know about the RX-78-1 and RX-78-3G. That's also aboard there, but those were added retroactively as spare parts. But there is technically two other Gundams here. Don't worry about that.
Are you
will
pushing
never see
your
them.
glasses up your nose right now?
I am full on Gendo Ikariing, my boy.
So okay, I have a thing here. I've been paying more and more attention to the music.
Yes, sir.
For one thing, Tomino's Music Man really likes the oboe. He also really likes trumpets. But the oboe, like a weird amount of oboe. Like we close on a lot of oboe. But here, Ramba is mounting his goof to some really heroic music. Like, as far as the music is concerned, there, the Federation and Zeon, there isn't a bad side. There are only bad people on both sides, and the music will equally play bad for each of them. If that makes sense.
I
Yes,
think so.
it's relative.
Yeah, so like we get like the Federation soldiers drunk in Amuro's childhood home. We get sour, bad tone music then. We'd get the same if it was Zeon soldiers somewhere else. Like if it's soldiers harassing people doing unsoldier-like conduct, we've got bad music. But if it's soldiers doing honorable soldier thing, we've got heroic music regardless of the side. I noticed that with this episode. So I've been paying more attention to music.
I didn't notice that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
You thumb.
But yeah, we've got nothing but stupid DOP fighters coming in. And Amuro splash one and then just gets torn up. Like
Yeah, this gets lit.
like absolutely torn up. And he's like, "Come on, Hayato, aim better. This is your fault."
He's really like
Yeah.
being mean to Hayato here.
He really is. He's kind of being mean to everybody right now.
He's having a bad day.
All
Bright
'cause he
keeps
couldn't
calling
just
for him
listen
to
to
come
Bright.
back. Yeah, Bright keeps
Yeah,
calling
to
for him to
retreat
come
and
back.
get him to get in Gundam.
He's like,
He's like-
"No,
He
you
was
don't know what
perfectly-
you're talking
he didn't tell
about."
him. He didn't tell him to stop. He didn't tell him to retreat. He just said, "Get in Gundam."
Yeah.
This may not ring true with most of y'all here, but if you were ever doing Destiny or Destiny 2 raids as a teenager in like 2015 and had to deal with some guy who's like, "No, we need to do it this way, bro," and it's like, "Dude, we know the way to do this. There's a wiki and YouTube known way of doing this," and he's like, "No, this is the cool way," and then you just like fail and lose 5 hours. Amuro's being that guy. I
Yes.
know WoW raids are pretty
Absolutely.
similar.
Yeah, no, he's absolutely being that guy.
Butting heads with the older dude, Bright, who actually knows what he's doing. Perfect adolescent
No,
analogy.
he's the level 12 on a super hell dive who keeps running back for 3 common samples and chewing
Yep.
up all our reinforcements.
Better than what I
There you
said. Guys, reinforce me in the chat.
Yeah. Or he's the guy who keeps spamming reinforce in the middle of an ion storm.
Yeah.
Like, bro, can't do anything about it. Please stop beeping.
I have to give a big apology to one Oscar as we go into about 16 minutes. Last episode, I called him a jobber character. Didn't intend this at all, that we would see a scene of him using a rocket launcher and murking a guy
Okay,
accidentally.
sorry, he's named? This man is named?
Yeah, we talked about him
I
last
am
week.
not-
His name's Oscar.
Okay. Well, he's
did
not
not
named
realize he had
anymore
one.
because now he's dead.
No, sorry. So the Zeon guy.
No,
is-
no, Miles. He fired an RPG at a reinforced bulkhead at point blank range.
Point blank.
RPG, reinforced bulkhead, point blank.
But no, you
Yeah.
see, it was a laser.
Oh, wasn't he the bomb?
He
expert?
also,
No?
I mean, I'm assuming
I think he
there's a
was the
back
bomb guy.
blast. So this back blast would go. I'll give him 1.5 feet to the wall directly behind him.
But you see,
This man's dead.
the Minovsky particles diminish. The
You
blast.
see, the rocket was actually made of solium, so it has
Jesus.
properties you don't know about yet that make it do special space stuff.
We'll talk about Solium.
Yeah, that's not for another episode. But that was hilarious. This man is just like, Sail's like, the door's locked. I can't get through. He's like, well, I brought a bazooka.
Yeah, I have this
Yeah.
thing.
And
A story in 3
Miles,
parts, really.
effect being the prisoner is blown out into the desert at escape velocity of a cannon. So you don't have a prisoner anymore.
So goodbye to that guy.
And does Sayla shed a tear? Nope. She's
I don't
right
think
back at
anybody
comms. But then we have Kai just getting worked by Ramba again, just getting zapped. As Amuro finally
just
gets in
completely
Gundam.
electro-prodded.
Yeah. Wait, Why is the explosion purple coming out of that?
It's Minovsky particle energy, so purple.
It's Minovsky rocket launcher. That's why he didn't
Okay.
blow up, Tom.
Okay, fine. I mean, yeah,
I don't
I'll
fucking
accept
know.
that.
I will give you this. The show does play a little loosey goosey with what is cartridge slash physical ammunition and what is Minovsky energy battery ammunition. It is when
Yeah,
Tomino needs it
but
to be.
I can
I
believe
mean,
that though.
explosive projectile versus directed energy. Explosive projectile, that kid's dead. Directed energy, I don't know yet.
We
don't have
we
Let's
did
do some
see
experiments.
Amuro, Ryu, and Kai survive what should have been a nuclear blast from about like 100 feet away
Yeah, but
of a
fuck
few
that.
episodes ago. So we'll just say that the Minovsky like particle reactor radiation blast effect is weird and is toxic to the Earth and people when it needs to be and isn't when it doesn't need to be. Someone's done the science on it. I actually don't know the answer. I'm not diminishing the show.
That's our
yeah.
job. No.
No, but then we get another fight, Amuro v Ramba, and Amuro's discovering in real time that theory and practice are different.
Yes.
That he is, in fact, did not do the right math.
Yeah. 20% was not enough. But then the fight just kind of ends. It's just over.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I looked away and missed something, but it seemed to end really abruptly.
Yeah, it does.
It's because their repairs weren't good, or apparently the shockwave blast
he gets
screwed
his
the
thing
joints.
scrambled.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
so
he immediately has to
Yeah.
return back.
if I may too, they do repeatedly talk in the show about like how much of a better machine the Gundam is, but how good but inexperienced Amuro is. Even he's aware of it. I'd hazard a guess that Ramba is very good at realizing when he's in over his head as the more experienced soldier and says, "Nah, I'm backing out." Way more than Char, who's a bit younger and will be like, "Nah, I want to kill this guy." So.
But yeah, because he usually can. He took out 5
Yeah.
battleships during the Battle of Loom.
Of course, how could I
Red
forget?
Comet, duh.
He is the Char, the Red Comet.
Yeah. But then we get Bright just kind of berating Amuro of like, hey man, the chain of command exists for a reason. Like, I've got radar up here, dog.
Yeah, he
I know what's coming.
Absolutely just rails him, and he deserves every bit of it.
Yeah. And he deserves more because his reaction is not great when we have another discussion. Amuro's doing circuitry work or something, and then just like falls asleep. So this is when my opinion of him starts to diminish again, along with what I think his age is, because he's just so sure of his own like intellectual superiority. Like, he's so confident he's the smartest guy in the room.
Yeah.
He has also been a 16-year-old who has been explicitly told for the last 30 days, 50 days, however it's long it's been, the last month or so, that he is super important to this mission and is the only person that can pilot this machine that's saving everyone. So his ego's like jacked up too.
Still, though,
He's
yeah,
a 16-year-old.
He falls asleep at
Sure.
his terminal. Like, the moment he fell asleep at his terminal, and the camera goes like, wow, of like, look how long this hallway is. Someone's gonna come in and talk shit about him. Like, and look, it's Bright and
Absolutely.
Mirai. What are they talking about? You know, Ryu could probably pilot it too. And then, of course, Amuro wakes up right at the moment that they're like, he's kind of immature, and
Kick
like,
his ass off.
yeah, maybe get somebody else in here. And then Amuro runs off in tears, because
And
he's a child.
Bright, I love Bright's reaction. Just and now we don't have to explain it to him.
Bright
Yeah, he's
and
like, well, that was easy.
Mirai totally in like big like mom and dad talking about like your grades and you overhear mode too. Like, oh geez,
Yeah.
that kid's like he's slipping.
Um, I mean, he's been slipping for a while. Like, we had a whole arc about how he's slipping, and you kept putting him back in the machine, and now you're gonna pull him out? Like, all right. Um, but then we get Amuro walking off in civvies, and I'm convinced he would have said goodbye to no one. Like, if Frau didn't catch him here, he would not have said goodbye to her.
Absolutely. He would have just
Most
left, but of
Oh,
course,
he certainly wouldn't have
Frau
said bye
being
to
the
Frau.
fucking sentient Velcro that she is.
Hey, okay.
Jeez.
I'm gonna defend Frau, man. That girl is determined.
That's a word. That's
But
accurate.
then we get a classic anime thing. The put your head down and run. Like, don't
Yeah.
stop. This is the don't stop me look. I put my head down, close my eyes, and just run forward. But Amuro's taking Gundam, and I have a question here.
Yes, sir.
Gundam's big. It has big strides. White base can fly. Why
Yes,
don't they
sir.
just follow him? And be like,
I-
hey, we have bigger guns. Give it back.
I believe it was moving far faster than they could catch up with, and he disappeared before they could get away.
That's
Like a
no.
runaway kid trying to get him back in the car.
You're telling me White base can't track Gundam? There's not an air tag in it.
I think that is actually a thing I didn't even think of. They totally should have that in there.
Insanity.
But this was written in the 70s. They weren't thinking about that. And
It's insanity.
legitimately, the answer is that vessels move way slower than mobile suits. That is how Char Azimuth, the Red Comet, was able to destroy 5 battleships at the Battle of Loon.
Fuck.
But,
yeah. Well, then we end on sad obos.
yeah.
So if you want to know what I'm talking about with the obos, go to the end of this episode. Sad obos.
Sad obos. Before we go
okay,
on to 17, just want to add in, I'm not sure if it's this episode or the next. I had it in my notes for this episode. There's one more machine I wanted to point out, which is a
I
carrier
hate it.
vessel called the Fat Uncle, which is the Zeon air equivalent of the Gallop, which is
It looks like a Pixar singing frog.
Oh, well, especially in that picture. It is one of the main Zeon air carriers. A few stats about the Fat
God,
Uncle.
those dumb rotors fold down too. I hate it, Miles.
It only has twin machine guns as an armament, so it is for the most part a normal one, unless there's a Fat Uncle custom. It is overall height is 21.2 meters. Overall length is 38 meters. Wingspan 56.8 meters, and its empty weight is 195 metric tons. So, big vessel, big vessel.
I mean, okay, I hate it, but I'm trying to come up with another way to. I mean, like, I'm not even going to talk about the aerodynamics of just facing a headwind with like your entire gorilla chest just out. I mean, like, punch me, wind.
It
But
is.
I
Maybe-
really can't think of a better way to move a bunch of giant mobile suits through the air other than just take a C-130 and scale it up. I mean, that bitch can already fit a fire truck.
The one thing I've always wondered, and if Leo and Kenny watched IBO, or Tom, you know Halo, I'm surprised they don't have a Dine Slave / ODST drop pod that Zeon made during the 1 Year War. I feel like if they had more prep time and friggin' what's his name, Minovsky
but
didn't switch sides.
Like, you don't have air maneuverability there. You still need atmospheric flight capability.
Just from
for
orbit,
transport.
True.
shoot them like a gun.
From
down
orbit's
to,
great.
Yeah.
Okay, orbit's great. What do I do once it's down there and I need 6 in Africa, but I've already shot all 18 I have?
Good point. Good point.
That's true.
So you need something like this stupid bullfrog fatty
Bullfrog
move.
fatty.
God, this thing. There's no way it could. Okay, if it was a blimp, maybe, but it's not a blimp. It's both. It's like I can't call it's a rotor fixed wing monstrosity.
I actually am looking it up now. Zeon does have a drop pod equivalent. I forgot. We actually saw him a little bit in the origin, but
This is like if you took those little helicopters from Avatar, but you got the artist who drew Johnny Bravo to make it.
God damn it.
that's
It's
a
all
visual.
chest.
It is, yeah.
This is the Johnny Bravo of helicopters.
I love it.
Oh, it's disgusting.
It's
Like I
barely
said,
an
scraps
brick.
from Minovsky's notebook that they had left. That Girin and then friggin' Dozel found. They're like, well, I guess we gotta make these now.
Yeah. We good to go on to episode 17?
Absolutely. Episode 17. Zeon's Secret Mine.
Our exposition intro. Am I getting this name right? The battleship Grargen?
Grargen.
don't
Sorry,
know.
my brain's off today.
Cassandra and her crew. She's visiting Makuve.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
Important mining project. They named some moon too, but I didn't get it.
Yeah, so the Granada is the city that Cassilia captured. So if you remember from the origin, the Earth Federation has Von Braun, and then Zeon has Granada, which is on the far side of the moon, which is closer to where Zeon
East
is.
Moon and West Moon.
East Moon and West Moon, like Germany back in the day.
No, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Parallels. Hooray for metaphor. Archer's leaving Netflix soon. If you like the show, get your watches in. But yeah, we open on a ruined desert city. Really deep Gundam footprints. And some awesome camouflage from Amuro here. Just cover like half of it in a tarp.
Your
Like,
giant
only like cover the white bits, but leave the brightly colored red, blue, and yellow totally exposed. To
your
the
giant,
No one will
colorful
Giant
red, white, and
footprints.
blue robot.
yeah,
With the giant robot footprints leading right the fuck to you.
yeah. But Amuro's eating off a pocket rocket with a pistol at hand, so you know he's living large. Really
He's
doing great
living
things.
a dream.
And then Miles, I'm calling this the Frog Ship. This is a weird Zeon like hoppy ship. They name it later, but it's a frog ship.
Yeah, I should have the name here. I'm sorry.
A Makuve and Cassilia on board.
It is called.
Just
Sorry,
right on by.
just so I have it for you right now. If
It's
you want to
not
talk about it, I don't have much to say about it. It is called the Adzam.
Awesome.
MAX-03 Adzam. If I had to guess, this is another machine in the same vein as the Osprey with its levitation technology, which should also be being developed around this time.
Let's see.
Yeah, Minovsky craft system. Quote, since it is made up of charged particles, the eye field is unable to penetrate metal, water, the Earth's surface, or other electrically conductive materials, and can be shaped simply by tapping it in an electromagnetic field. Thus, at low altitudes, it is possible to generate eye field cushioning between the underside of the vessel and the ground, yielding a gravity-countering buoyancy. Minovsky particles can do that.
Sure. Frog ship.
Frog ship.
But then we get sad trumpet and pan over sad white base faces. Frau is just devastated, and Kai's like, "Hey, great time to be a dick."
Hell yeah.
Like, hey, if we catch Amuro, will he be executed right away, or can I watch?
Dude, I love that line. I put it in my notes too.
Yeah.
Well, I can't even find it. Never mind. Go on.
Yes. Somebody said, he's like, well, he did violate every rule in the book. It's like, yeah, he deserted with a singular top secret piece of military equipment in enemy territory. What?
Couldn't have deserted any like further, you know.
Yeah.
So good.
It's just wild. He's like, no, this will show them. Once I run away with this thing that they really want, they'll realize how much they need me.
I mean, we'll get to it later. I just found it in my notes, but when Kai says that deserters have to be executed, and then when Frau goes and talks to Amuro, she says, Kai said, she's like, Amuro, you have to come back. Kai said deserters have to be severely punished. And I'm like, no, he did not, Frau. He did not say severely punished.
I got a bone to pick here with Frau's method of transport.
Car.
It's a go-kart 90% of the time. And then only when she really needs it, only when the plot demands speed, does she press the button and turn it into a hover car.
Oh yeah, she just kind of whip that thing into a Mario.
Let's not address how it flies, how it transfers, any of that. Let's go right past that. You chose go-kart mode when hover car was available.
Hey.
Yes.
Tom.
What?
Why? In universe explanation, why would she not use hover cart mode?
Uses up more fuel.
Because hover cart mode would be releasing Minovsky particles, and what Zeon would see would be a big giant black hole spot on their radars. Of like, oh, there must be clearly some sort of machine or Minovsky machine operating here. So by using what I assume is just normal diesel mode, I'm guessing, and driving it like a car mostly, she avoids that being detected.
Then why can it turn into a hover car, man?
When it needs to.
Why not just make a go-kart?
When it needs to.
Like, just make a go-kart, man. Just make a go-kart. But yeah, Frau finds his camp, Amuro's camp, like immediately.
She spots a can of beans, looks up, and there's the head of Gundam. Like,
yeah. She walks in, and Amuro just pulls a gun on her.
Hey, so
like, not knowing it's her, but still.
Question about that, actually. Number one, did Amuro know that was Frau when he pointed the gun at her?
No.
God, I hope so. But no.
What about you, Kenny?
No.
No? Okay. What do you think of Amuro's character right now?
Bro.
Kind of a punk bitch.
You're being a brat.
I write it later. But in this arc, I do write it at some point. I actually think I hate him more than Ensign Pikachu right now.
Oh
so
my God.
And Ensign Pikachu at least stood for something.
What's crazy is that's going on right now. Right now, he's just like playing cards in the desert with friggin' Kiki and the others while this is going on. By the way, I don't even know what desert it is. They may actually be nearby, which is crazy. I'd have to check the chronological map.
No, because they're in South America.
But right. There is a point when they go to a desert. Sorry, no, they're in Southeast Asia.
Yeah, but MS team at that point is in South America, right? Didn't we figure out they were near the Andes?
There is a point when I think they're near Jaburo, but they actually are in Southeast Asia. I kept getting that wrong. Forgive me.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Either way,
I asked a question a few wise episodes ago, which was, do you guys think Shinji from Evangelion or Amuro is the bigger bitch? You all said Shinji for the most part. Does anyone want to change their answer? This, by the way, is not me forcing you into anything. I'm just asking genuinely. No. You think Shinji?
I'm still going to go with Shinji. Because Shinji's is a clear existential threat to the entire world.
Yep.
The thing is, I'm like, after the last episode, I'm like, oh, it's the opposite. Amuro wants to be in the robot. Shinji doesn't want to be in that robot. Amuro wants to be, and all the time.
So yeah, but that's what Frau's calling him out on here too. Is she's like, you're just so insecure about everybody you just want everyone to think you're so awesome in this as a pilot, and you want everyone to tell you how cool you are. So how about you just shut up and come back?
She's trying
But
so hard. All right, interesting. All right.
yeah. We get our first scene of, I mean, this one is actually named characters, but then we get a couple jobbers doing it later. But Kai being a dick with the boys while they clean revolvers, of just like, I can't remember even what he said, but it's like, hey, if we find him, do I get to shoot him? Like, he's just full like, Amuro is a traitor. Let's go kill him. And then we get a convenient plot point. Amuro steps exactly where he should step, and he gets a metallic reading. Frau like straight up just almost crashes into his heel, which was great.
Yeah.
Amuro doing his classic, like, why is she still following me? Bro, please figure this out. Like, please, man, please figure it out. Ensign Pikachu could figure it out.
So
Too.
there's two interpretations of this. Number one, he is just very annoyed by Frau. Number two, he is that clueless that she likes him. I think
He's
all of
that
them are
clueless.
hilarious. Okay, you think
He's
it is
that clueless.
legitimate? Okay.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think he genuinely does not understand.
Okay.
Because the only women we've seen him be like attracted to, evidenced by anime blush, are older women,
Yeah.
and
That's
that
true.
tracks with how arrogant he is that he thinks he can score a high schooler as a lowly year 2 middle schooler or whatever.
Well, he's 15, 16. Matilda's like
I-
mid-20s.
Yeah,
She's like 22, maybe a few years older than
I'm just
Frau.
trying to analogize.
Yeah, yeah. Well, no, this is you having a crush on like the friggin' girl attending your community college who's like a sophomore.
Yeah.
Where you're at in town. Meanwhile, you're like friggin' at lunch and you're telling your classmates, your buddies about it at lunch, and they're like, "Yeah, sure thing, dude. You're dating her. Yeah, isn't that illegal?" Yeah.
Very state by state. Look it up, kids.
It shouldn't.
Alabama. Makuve is telling Cassilia that they can produce solium. We don't know what solium is yet, but I'm assuming it's more hand wave stuff.
All right.
Probably weapons grade.
All right,
hand
guys. I got to tell you something, and I double checked my research. I have to tell you all something. And Tom's going to be
Is
very
there a real
upset.
metal?
So number one, there is a hypothetical particle. Sorry, there is a hypothetical compound called solium that is like super niche. That is like written down once in a few studies. I don't think Somino was referencing that. That's not the bigger deal with solium. Not only do we not know what solium is as a Gundam plot thing, not only is there not a Gundam wiki page for solium, solium
Never mentioned again.
will never be mentioned ever again in Gundam. It is one of those
Oh
weird...
my god, he's a dungeon master.
Oh, Tomino?
That's literally, he threw out a plot point and just forgot about it.
So
just
Tomino
incredible.
is usually on point with stuff. He wrote the entire
Incredible.
physics and backgrounds for the Minovsky particles, or at least had his people do so and fill it in later. But in one of the strangest things, because this entire episode, Makuve's entire purpose as a character is that he is Cassilia's operating man on Earth, mining this substance. Like, that's his point. Solium has yet to come up again ever in Gundam history, neither in video games, as far as I'm aware, nor side comics, manga, anime, movies, or whatever. Now, there have been a few things like Gundam Unicorn or Gundam NT, which is not too great, which have gone back and filled in things in the past, or they've done sub-stories that have, like, explained things, but that were loose threads that never came back on. But since the 1970s, since 1979, Solium has never come back again in Gundam, and I am not kidding.
Incredible.
Yeah, there's no wiki page for this. Even on the Gundam wiki, that's insane.
It is the MacGuffin of the week.
I
There-
mean, now we know why that line of guns had no strategic value. It's because it's a meaningless mine.
Yeah,
I mean, they do mention that it has like other, I'm assuming like rare earth metals or something along
Yeah.
those lines. That they're like, we can't let the Feddies have this. It's like, well, yeah, because that's the whole reason you guys attack Earth is because you realize like there's stuff Earth has you can't get.
Yeah, there is a whole wiki page for comparison on Luna Titanium that has different types of Gundarium alloy, alpha, beta, gamma, and whatever listed and their various chemical capacities, and it's like pages and pages of this. There is nothing for Solium, nor has there ever been.
Interesting.
Yep.
I'm still so mad at Gundarium.
That's what it's called, Gundam.
Cool.
But I thought, there's a mine over this ridge. Frau immediately runs to look. Let me see. Great.
I like their relationship as, like, even in the middle of this war, they're still just, like, buddies from high school. Or at the least, Amuro is a dude from high school, and this is his annoying girl sidekick, who is annoying in his eyes. She's not annoying to me, but she is certainly annoying in his eyes.
Yeah. But yeah, Frau drives back to give the intel, because they can't radio. We get some random red shirts talking about Amuro being a traitor. One of them has like a really weirdly proportioned head and body. Just throwing that out there.
The one with the weird welder in his hand.
Like full Beavis and Butthead proportions.
Oh yeah.
But then Amuro wants to show how cool he is, so he attacks all by himself, and we cut to commercial.
Sure.
And then Frau goes hover car, and it's just it's insanity. Just the wheels become hover. I'm not going to talk about it. We'll be here all night. Makuve and Cassilia launching the Oddsum. Classic, like, spy master for the evil empire of, like, you allowed the good guys to get close. Do it again and I'll kill you. Like, classic.
Excuse me, before we get too far, as we get this really cool shot around 1322 of Amuro's, like, the Gundam through the window of this base here that Makuve and Cassilia are in, which I think is cool. It's like a low-angle perspective shot. The return of your best friend, Tom. Dozens and dozens of Magella attacks.
Dude, they're just getting blown up left and right. I love it.
Your hover tank.
I do have this bone to pick with Gundam, though. When Amuro fights a large quantity of enemies, shot, explosion, fire back, Amuro gets bounced left, gets bounced right, and then he fires back. But when he takes damage from a large group of enemies, it's always multiple explosions at him. He gets bounced left in the cockpit, he gets bounced right, and he goes, ah! All right, my turn.
Yeah, there is
Like,
we have been having kind of the same battle here for the last few episodes. I'll let you know that will change.
Yeah. But then we get big cannons that pop out of the ground, and they fire sustained yellow lasers. What is that? We haven't seen sustained laser fire yet.
So here's the crazy thing: if it's in original Gundam, if it's pink or purple, it usually is beam weaponry. If it's yellow, it's supposed to be like cartridge or like physical ammunition. I have no clue what this is. No clue, dude. Maybe this is solely embraced.
I don't. Yeah, it's just Makuve fucking around with his budget, maybe. Because
Yeah.
I mean, the man made cannons that come up out of the ground. Let's be real.
It is
Like,
very
that's not a
clear.
sign of a stable mind.
It is very clear that if Char was Dozel's guy, and we can assume that what's his name, Ramba is Girin's guy. If Makube as Sayla's
yeah.
guy has a much better operating budget.
Or is Cassilia's guy,
Yeah.
not Sayla's.
Sorry, I'm getting names. Cassilia's guy, much better operating budget. I will mess up and say people's names wrong. By the way, I'm
But yeah, we get some Amuro trying to be a cool guy moments. Like he throws his shield in that closing hatch, and then does this all like dramatic swan dive and stab into the closing hatch to blow up the gun that was already going away. Like whatever, cool guy.
That's cool.
And then it explodes, and his shield goes like boom, like bury in the dirt. Look at that. He's so dramatic and cool. Too bad he did like we find out he did like literally nothing. Like it didn't matter, like at all. Everyone just left.
There's a shot I just wanted to point out at 1510 that was funny to me because sometimes when you look at like Misato, I know I keep on bringing up Evangelion. When you think of Misato from Evangelion, it's like, does she have purple hair or are they just using purple as a highlight color for her jet black hair? And it's like, oh yeah, it's black. But you go to Ghost in the Shell and it's like Major Modoko Kusanagi. Does she have purple hair or is that black? And it's like, no, that is purple. Mukube straight up just has purple hair. He is a purple haired boy. His hair is purple.
Yeah. He's a purple man.
Yep.
But yeah, it's frog ship time.
Yeah. Adams.
It glitter bombs him.
So there's a line
Like,
in here
Cage.
I brought up. 3,000 degrees, was it?
Yeah. See, like I assumed this was Solium. Of like, I glitter bombed you with my special science superheat metal, and that's why the Zeons use heat hawks. Is because we have Solium.
Dude,
But
I wish.
I don't know, man.
I wish Solium has never been expanded on.
But so I love this electric net thing, dude. This is classic anime. Like a cage of lightning is so classic anime. Like it just immediately, I was like, Team Rocket! Oh no!
Cassilia and Makube are blasting off again.
Yeah, but exterior heat is rising. Is it because of all that weird sand? Yeah, Amuro's just getting cooked.
4,000 degrees is what it says in the English
Yeah.
dub. I have to check that in Japanese, but 4,000
It
degrees.
says it in the sub.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
But-
that is insane.
Yeah, but they did their math on a Zaku, or they just didn't have the right math for Gundam, because he can still move when they turn it off. So he just was like, well, what if I just shoot your net?
I'm assuming they're going Fahrenheit. The melting point of steel is like 2,500 degrees
Yeah,
Celsius.
But this is
Sorry,
Gundarium.
Fahrenheit.
I get to decide what it melts at, because I made it up.
2,500 degrees Fahrenheit. I have no clue what they use to forge that thing besides a neutron star, but
They
goes on.
use,
Magic.
what is it, the Wrath forges on Mars?
That's
Yeah.
some Mechanicum shit.
I don't know, man. The Gundam takes it.
Yeah.
No melting. It's very heat resistant, as we saw entering atmosphere. So
With its blanket.
Yeah, well, what I love here is like, Amuro is like, hey, it looks like I'm winning. Stu's like, hey, it looks like he's winning. Blow everything up.
Leave no evidence behind.
It's
Blow
like,
it to
yeah,
shit.
but we still have staff there. Did you hear me?
Blow it to
Blow
shit.
everything up. Good stuff. And now Cassilia has better intel on Gundam, and it's like, hey, we should probably make better mobile suits now.
I also
Or,
love how
no, she says we should up the production of our better suits. Is what she says.
Any thoughts on that?
More goofs. Goof.
So
True.
what have you seen so far? At least so far in the war, Zaku's is like 99%, and then you've seen Goofs.
Uh, the squish head triangle cone things. The black TriStar dude
Yeah,
with
we
the
were not there
I've
yet.
seen the land ones.
Yeah.
They look like crabs. The big ass claws.
Let's remember that line. Let's
No,
remember
I'm
that
talking
line.
about the one with like the head that looks like a plus sign with the bottom chopped
I
off.
know exactly
Oh.
what Tom's talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
Maybe
Yeah,
this
I know. I
line.
can't fucking remember it.
What is it called?
Um.
Um,
Oh my god.
I know, but
Yeah.
it's fine.
we learned that Amuro took a point with no value whatsoever because he goes in to get the data and it's all cooked. And he's like, "Oh, number 102 mining facility? You mean this is number 102? You mean I didn't get the one that Revel wanted? Oh man!"
So the
He's like, "Yeah,
implication
dude. That's why you have commanding officers."
he throws it down all dramatically, and I love the implication of this is he was going to run off, do a big war hero thing, and then
Yeah.
rub it in Bright's face, and then Bright was going to be like, "Heck yeah, I won." And no, sorry, then
I
Arm was
guess
going
I
to be
have
like,
to let him be the pilot again. Okay, so this nameless Zeon soldier, absolute MVP. Because I feel like as soon as he saw him, he's like, "This kid just blew up this base. This kid was the pilot, son of a bitch." Like, but there's this wounded Zeon dude laying on the ground looking at a picture, presumably of a sweetheart. Amuro comes out, gives him some water and a flare. He's like, "There's a rescue crew coming." He says, "Never lose hope even in these conditions," is Amuro's line. And then the Zeon dude says, "Don't go soft on your enemy. You don't have enough lives for that."
So I have a question.
Like,
So one, Hayao Miyazaki is a contemporary of Yoshiyuki Tomino. They're both making films at the same time, and actually both were people that I know I keep bringing up. One Hideaki Anno worked under before he went off and made Gainax and his own stuff. Both kind of, at least Tomino spiritually, mentor figures for many other people in the anime space, especially on the mech side of things. One, Miyazaki is very famously anti-war and has a lot of thoughts on both the Americans and Japanese and how he disagreed with World War II and the war in the Pacific and war in general, really, if you watch his films. We know Tomino totally is big anti-American military complex. What do you think his views are of Japan's involvement in the Pacific and all that?
I'll let you guys go first. I'm
just thinking about it in regards to this shoulder here and Almaro's interaction with him.
Right. It's a very excellent question. I got nothing.
Got nothing?
Honestly. Yeah.
His opinion is more about war than either side is what I would say. Like he like I was talking about it with the music earlier, but he repeatedly puts us in these positions where soldiers on opposite sides of the conflict need to be humans first, and there's often opposite exchanging of advice. Like that's exactly what happens here. Of Amuro, the young kid, is like, "Don't give up hope," and the soldier who's lying gut shot is like, "Hey, kid, like sometimes it's war, and you're gonna have to do the war thing." Like we've seen that a couple times. We've seen both sides having equally shitty and equally honorable individuals. We've seen equally ruthless, equally stupid individuals on both sides. Like that's more the point that Tomino is trying to make, I think,
Okay.
is that prize war sucks.
Okay.
Big surprise.
Yeah.
we'll come back to that. And also, if anyone at home is objecting to me using what is very much, I guess you could call auteur theory in analyzing the show, very much what did Tomino mean, or what did the writers mean, or generally just Tomino or Sunrise is the big brains behind this instead of analyzing the text as its own. Number one, I'm a big believer nothing exists in a vacuum. This is the way I want to do it. I think if you watch a Tarantino movie and ignore the toe stuff, or watch a Werner Herzog movie and don't accept that that is made by the most German man ever, you're insane.
Bruh.
So, you know,
Yeah.
your creator's heart is in the thing.
You okay? Here's another way to put it. You can't watch Scott Pilgrim without feeling how much fun they all had on set.
Yeah.
And realizing that like how much everyone enjoyed making that movie had an effect on how good that movie is. Like every aspect of a creation, especially one like this that involves so many different creators,
Yeah.
like it will be influenced by them.
Yeah.
In little ways.
I also
Like
want.
Sad Obos.
Yeah, it's like Sad Opals. I also want to say we are very quickly reaching the point when other people on this production crew and their thoughts and feelings and frustrations with things will be seen, felt, and addressed. So we'll get to those when we get to those.
Yeah, you're gonna have to point those out to me beforehand so that I don't throw shade on Tomino unnecessarily.
It's fine. We'll address them as we get to them.
He's only gonna catch the blows that I intend for him.
I know. I just don't know. I have to make sure I see the right quote. I'll see if I can actually find something for this next one. But keep going.
No, we end on with this one with White Base pulling in over the destroyed base, and they're talking about how like, well, Amuro destroyed a place that's useless, and now they're just gonna reinforce the one that's not useless. So, good going, kid.
Oh, I gotta love it.
And Frau goes tearing off in the go-kart, crying about how Amuro's selfish.
I also love that if Bright reports any of this in, his head is on the block because Matilda already told him before that, like, Rebel is the only thing keeping him from being court-martialed.
Yep. So he just kind of has to deal with all this shit.
Episode... I lost track of it 18. Here in my notes. 18. Ramba rolls attack. A very special episode.
Yeah. Feelings of regret begin to emerge.
Well, let's mosey.
Yeah, we open with a lone cloaked figure in the desert. I wonder who it could be.
Gosh, golly gee, I have no idea.
And okay, I'm gonna bring up because I was gonna bring up Tolkien earlier.
Yes, sir.
If we're gonna talk about Tolkien and we're gonna talk because his opinion, it's clearly like World War I. You can't talk about Lord of the Rings without talking about World War I. Like the entire aesthetic of Mordor that's carried through from his writing is like blasted trenches of trench warfare. But his description and depiction of orcs is we're just gonna go with racist and leave it at that.
Oh, okay. You feel that way about orcs? I've never asked you about that.
On your own time.
Yeah.
No, man. You and I can talk about this often.
Gotcha.
It's a whole thing. Like, there's a whole reason that D&D is moving away from like Tolkien-esque orcs. Like, it's a bit racist.
Yeah, I've asked a whole bunch of people about that. Never that.
The old man at this campsite strikes me as an orcish depiction of someone who would be in this area. I don't know, man. It just words are hard version of like an old Bedouin dude in the desert. And the only purpose of this scene is like, yeah, the town's a bit further up. Like,
Why don't we could have just had him walk into town, man?
That's fair.
Here.
But it's, I mean, more
Okay.
padding our runtime. But again, why pad
Absolutely.
your runtime when you're on a frame budget? Like, use those frames to make robot punch robot. That's
One
what
would
I'm
think
here for.
that's what we're all here
Or,
for. Eventually.
or I mean, give me more philosophical discussion about the meaning of honor and the morality of warfare. Like, give me more of what we're about to get with Haman and Ramba just being so horny.
That's true. They
But
were in fact very. But yeah, I see
uh,
what you're saying. Instead of giving us these frames of fixing a sink.
yeah. But yeah, town's not far. It's sand and wind and just no people, man. Just no people. Or like one dude with some bread. But then we go back to white base. They're always repairing white base, like constantly repairing it. It might have something to do with the fact they're always getting shot at, but like they're always repairing white base.
It is very much an experimental machine.
Yeah.
There are, I assume, if there are any parts for this thing, if there are custom parts, it's a big problem. I don't know how Tim constructed it. There's not a lot about the building of it,
But my interpretation of this scene is it's just Bright kind of going around and just getting the temperature of the room of like, hey, how would you guys feel if, you know, like when we brought Amuro back, I just like threw him in a fucking jail cell and let him rot. Oh, you'd be okay with it? Okay, cool. Moving on. Item 7.
So
like,
good.
But yeah, Amuro's eating bread and drinking water, you know, the good stuff at a bar. And then 13 Zeke soldiers arrive with Haman and Ramba Rawl, who, you know, like the proper adult square he is, start us off with some good old water. Like, what?
The one thing I am wondering is if this used to be a normal bar, and as stupid as this sounds, this is quite literally an oasis. This is where you go to get water and bread, because that's how bad the war is right now.
Yeah. I mean, the bartender does mention that this town is considered neutral territory, and Ramba's like, "Oh, don't worry. When we fight, we'll do it like not here. We'll go away a bit, like 40 clicks or something."
Okay.
But
so I have to talk for a second because sorry to interrupt.
And then we'll get to horny time.
Well, yeah. Well, this will ease into it. So at about 4:23, we get this shot as all of everything you said happens right before.
Yeah.
Of Crowley. We're gonna call her Haman Crowley or Crowley. We have to make sure we add that Crowley part. You'll understand why in a long time from now. Crowley walks in, and there is this medium shot with this like white angelic energy behind her as Amuro looks into her.
Yeah, she's hot.
Amuro has a thing for older ladies, doesn't he?
Yeah, I mentioned it earlier.
I mean,
he definitely does.
As any smart man would.
Well, I mean, even like legitimately, like he's not. I'd say personally, he's not into them.
No, he's full Stacy's mom.
Yes, full Stacy's mom. Even as far as because he's obsessed with Matilda, and he's obsessed with, or at least here is enamored with Crowley as she walks in. He completely ignores Frau, who is around his age, and he has a at least reverence respect for Sayla and Mirai that he doesn't for Frau, despite them being a few years older. He's got a big hard on for older girls.
Yeah, it's part of his superiority complex. He's too smart for girls his age.
Oh, want to elaborate on that?
No, I think that was pretty clear.
You think it is a conscious I'm way more grown up than I am?
No, because I think he's entirely clueless about the attentions of girls his age. I think that I mean, if we're really going to get into it, I would put it more on some of he like isn't interested to the level of it just doesn't register. Because I mean, we've already established my boy's on the spectrum. Like,
I'd say, yeah, in the most respectful way possible.
Yeah. Yeah, very much so. But in that sense, I think that if he's not looking for it, he's not picking it up.
He's not seeing
And
it.
his sensors just aren't tuned for that wavelength from a girl his own age.
Yes.
They're only tuned to pick it up from like what he deems as like, oh, that is a like older woman, therefore a attractive woman, or like a woman that could be considered attractive because she is older than me. Like he doesn't see himself as being at that age. So he's like, yeah, whatever. You get
Okay.
it.
Talk a little bit more and then about this scene, and then I have some behind the scenes info to dump on you.
Yeah, well, I mean, we get Amuro seeing Crowley, and then we get Crowley seeing Amuro. I don't have all of the exchange here written down, but like Haman orders an extra for Amuro, and
Yeah.
Ramba's like, for like, why'd you order an extra? He's like, for him over there. We get the
And then-
comment though. He's a bit young for you, isn't he, my dear?
He does. Yeah.
Which
Is wild.
No kink shaming, no kink shaming.
Go on.
But that is wild.
Very wild.
Like, no, I'm not kink shaming Ramba and Crowley, but the
energy is
implication
there.
The implication being Ramba likes to get. I mean, like Crowley's out here hot wifing. Like that is the implication here.
So,
Um,
keep talking
but
about this scene up
the
through.
age difference here, man.
So okay. So here's the thing. This is a famous scene talked about, and it's like, does this get kind of pedophilic? What I will say is,
Yeah.
the intention I think here is they are just like flirting with each other and then making
Yes, but
weird comments at the side of this younger dude.
Crowley has "Call Me When You Turn 18" vibes.
Very much so.
She really does. Again, not kink shaming, but she has those vibes. But I would agree here that it is kind of she's enjoying watching this teenager get flustered over her, and Ramba is enjoying watching his wife be hot.
And there is a moment as the scene goes on because Frau shows up.
Yeah.
And Frau's like, hey, Amuro, are you here? Then the guard comes and picks her up, and Amuro jumps to save her, and he has his gun with him. And we get a very uncomfortable moment at 7:51, which is like film school 101. Ramba walks over, opens Amuro's coat, and we get the shot of Amuro's with his hand on his gun.
I really liked this exchange.
Okay.
So I really like Ramba. I liked him before, but this scene especially made me like him. Ramba is going to serve as our honorable warrior character from now on, I think.
Definitely not Char.
No, Char's not honorable. He's Ramba has already stated he's out here for his men. Like he's out here to do right by his men and his woman. Like that's his shtick. But the moment Amuro stands up, like Ramba says something changes in his eyes, whatever. But like he knew, it's like this kid pulled a gun. Like he's ready to throw down. Like something just changed. Right? But then he opens, like confirms, but he's like, now I respect you more, kid. Of like both Crowley and Ramba knew something was up, but it's like, no, now I know something's up. Now I know you're on the other side. But like you didn't reveal it before. Like he's showing respect for the opposition, but he's also teaching him a lesson of, like, I mean, he lets them go, and he's like, hey, if we meet in battle, it's gonna be different. He's like, right now we're just two dudes eating bread and drinking water. I'm gonna let you go. That wouldn't be sporting, but you know, when I see you again, I'm gonna kill you.
It's so good, dude. It's once
which
you
is
get
also good because he doesn't know he's the pilot of
the Gundam.
They both don't know that they're Goofing Gundam pilot yet.
Yep.
that they've already met in battle.
Once you get past the weird, and I put this on Tomio more than Ramba, the weird metaphor of Amuro opening his coat and there's the hand on the gun and Ramba looks down. It's like phallic metaphor there. Incredible exchange.
That's not a phallic metaphor.
Oh, you didn't see that? That is almost hand on
I'll
the gun
fight
in
you on
his
that one.
pants.
The lamp is blue because it's fucking blue.
Okay.
The meaning of life is 42 because I needed to pick a random number. That is not a phallic metaphor. I will fight you on that one. I will die on that hill.
I didn't expect you to disagree with that. Okay. It's fine. Any of the rest of you got thoughts on anything here before I give revelations?
I kind of thought he was whipping it out.
No, I'm with Tom. I did not think he was about a dick. I'm like, oh, I bet he's strapped. I'm like, oh, you did? Yeah, there he is.
I immediately thought it was strapped, but on first glance, it was, hey, where are you looking, kid?
It is a sexually charged scene, and it is like trench coat in a movie theater vibes. So I see where people are coming from, but I do not agree.
I'm thinking of that Bonnie and Clyde gun scene, in a few other scenes, but the 1967 version. Hey, is my mic cutting out, or can you all hear me? Because I have some stuff to read.
Okay, I have one thing real quick, and then
yes,
you can do yours. The last bit from the scene, I did message it to you. I just love the line of, "I found a spy, sir, a girl of unknown identity. New band name, I call it."
Girl of Unknown Identity sounds
Girl
so
of
cool.
Unknown Identity.
That is your Seattle grunge into new a metal kind of thing.
Great band name.
All right. So I have to drop some revelations on you behind the scenes. We are going beyond subtext into production text. So, a few notes about Ramba and Hammond Crowley. All right? So, number one. Oh, you still there, Tom? Sorry. I saw you muted yourself for a second. It's fine. A few facts about Ramba and Hammond Crowley. Crowley Hammond. How old are they? Any guesses?
Mid-30s, maybe?
I'd go
I would have said
late
Ramba was
30s or early 40s.
Yeah, I would have said he was way younger in Origins, but he seems like a solid 40s in this.
Yeah, so he looks older, war age. He is 35.
Yeah, that tracks.
Do not have a name. We do not have an age for Crowley. We can assume she's around the same age since they've got history, like we saw in the Origin. Next fact.
Birthplace redacted. Birth date redacted.
Redacted. Yeah. Ramba Rao's surname may be a reference to famous Luftwaffe ace Gunther Rahl, who is the third most successful fighter ace in the history of warfare. Shot down a lot of planes. More kind of Nazi Germany, World War II illusion there from Tomino. Here's where things get interesting. It is stated over and over again in source material, in guides, and anytime you pick up a data book about Gundam. And this is the specific phrasing that Crowley Hammond is Ramba Rahl's common law wife. It says common law marriage specifically. Who here knows about common law marriage? Does anyone know what that means? So a common law marriage, according to Wikipedia, is a marriage that takes legal effect without the prerequisites of a marriage license or participation in a marriage ceremony. The marriage occurs when two people who are legally capable of being married and who intend to be married live together as a married couple and hold themselves out to the world as a married couple. Any thoughts on that?
That's hilarious. It's so unnecessary, but I love it. I love it. It's so unnecessary, but it's a great little hidden note for that pair of characters.
All right.
I love it.
We're going to keep on going. Is anyone wanting to read real quick?
Sure.
Okay. I need two readers.
Incredible.
I need one person to be Tomino and one person to be Ano. Any
Don't
takers?
look at me.
Fucking fine.
Okay, Leo. Who do you want? You want to be Tomi or do you want to be Ano?
Oh, fucking.
You be Tomino. I'll be Ano. Okay.
Okay.
So this is Ano, the creator of Evangelion. I know I'm bringing it up for the bazillionth time, and Tomino having a conversation here. This is from years ago. I think this is either from a few years ago or I found it a few or whatever. It's from the mid '90s, wherever, whatever. Here's a conversation they had. It's a very famous one, and I've redacted pieces of this. Okay, I put it in general. You may not feel the same way since you're so used to looking at them, but I can only see anime characters as flat cells.
I get that.
Ano. It's symbolic. I look at cells as a very crude mode of expression, but through those flat methods, the first time I saw Tomino's anime, he's talking to Tomino, but he said it that way, it makes me think of sex. Take Ramba and Haman. Those two aren't married, are they? She's his common-law wife. It's a racy relationship. I get the sense of, oh, those two sleep together at night, evoking that feeling through shadowless images, and is worthy of not just praise, but accolades. In my opinion, you don't get that from Takahata or Miyazaki-san's anime. Tomino-san, only your anime give that association, blank, 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 between Char and blank, for example.
Yes, I'm pleased if that's the case.
All right. Here is another interview, and I'll just read this one. Quote. This is mid-interview from Tomino. Quote. That's the feeling of sex was honestly a coincidence. Well, I'd say either coincidence or intuition. I was thrilled by the sequence of scenes that established the characters of Ramba and Haman. And from that time on, I thought, this is possible to do with anime. Ever since then, I've been thinking about people in terms of sexuality I've been talking about here. It might be hard for young people to hear this being expressed, though. One more quick one. This is a solo Tomino interview from some years ago.
What I'm hearing.
Let me finish this
is-
one. Let me finish this one. Let me finish this one. Sorry. Interviewer. What power do you think fiction holds? Which characters do you feel embodies this power? Tomino. Among the Gundam characters, the ones created without any business-oriented intentions purely from my subconscious are Ramba and his wife. I still love them very much. Those two came into being so naturally, and even at my age now, I think, man, this couple is great. Sorry to interrupt, Tom.
They are great, though. But what I'm hearing is, hey man, it's really incredible. You finally made anime characters sexy. How did you do that? He's like, well, I wrote them sexy, and they were sexy. You guys haven't tried that? Like, fuck, why didn't I think of that? I mean, is he the first dude to have like? He can't be. He can't have been the first dude to have vaguely romantic or sexual overtones to an anime.
Well, no, Tom. Have you seen any ecchi or eroge or sexual anime from this era of things?
It's Japan.
But have you seen it from anything this old, though?
No,
Right?
but that's what I'm saying. Is it's Japan. It could go either way. We could be full tentacles or full repression. I don't know where we're at right now.
That's it. You brought Devilman, right,
Genuinely
Kenny?
asking.
Devilman is actually by another mech creator who made Getter Robo. I forget his name right now, but Devilman actually has a little bit of that sexuality in there. But
I mean, dude, by the time we hit Gurren Lagann, what's her face's intro is literally just bouncing boobs in a
Bouncing
bikini.
tits, yeah. Yoko, I think her name is.
Yeah, that's her
1972.
intro.
however, that is 2006 in Gainax, the
That's what I'm
studio
saying,
that
is
made that.
Like, where
was-
are we? Is he the first dude to do this?
Gainax, the studio that made that, was founded by Ano and people who grew up on Tomino's anime from the 70s and 80s. Fascinating.
I mean, no, dude, like OG DC writers, there's some horny dudes in there too. Like, go back and
Bruce
and look
Timm
at some
stuff gets
stuff.
shit
But
gets
yeah,
insane.
but like I don't have enough knowledge of older anime to know genuinely, is Tomino the first guy to do this? Is this groundbreaking?
For now, I will not answer that question. But
Okay, well that's boring. Moving on.
all right, but yeah, um, the
No, I
elephant
mean
in
I like it.
Mhm.
I like the energy of these two. It fits. It makes sense.
It makes sense.
Like it makes sense that a guy like Ramba Rawl would go home at night to a woman like Halmon Crowley.
Yes, they're
That it
very
makes
secure
sense.
in their skin, in their bodies,
Yes.
in their love.
Um,
There's a little
but
moment because Amuro leaves and he gets in the car
yeah,
with
and
Frau.
and
And
Frow's like, you didn't want to hold hands with me back there because that lady was watching us, right? Like,
Oh,
what? Um,
I was gonna
but
bring
that
it
we
up.
do get a line from her that you're getting further and further away from me every day, aren't you, Amuro? Like, we go back and the pendulum of Amuro is immature child to like full trauma-stricken warrior. Like, and
Why
we
not
kind of
both?
swing between these two. I mean, yeah, why not both? But like that is his pendulum, and
Yeah,
this series of episodes has been more immature child.
just a bit.
Uh,
Yeah.
their little exchanges, like he hops out and she drives away, is like great too.
Dude, it's straight up, you'll regret this. Nuh-uh, yes, huh?
Nuh-uh.
Nuh-uh, drives off. Like straight up children arguing. And then we get a Zeke on a bike just following Frau straight to White Base.
A little bit more
Um,
support to my theory that she doesn't use the hover tank because it would be a giant blank spot on radar because he uses a motorbike here instead of a hover bike.
um, so little point of order thing where these Zaku's that they start uncovering as they're going to go after White Base. Do all Zaku have ankle rockets?
No, this is a custom
No.
Zaku.
Okay. Cool. That's what I assumed.
Yep, this is a custom
Um,
Zaku.
and then we get Amuro just laying in the hot sun in the desert in the middle of the day, just baking himself.
So I've waited to show you guys this shot. Let me make sure I got it. So he's sitting in the sun, and we get a shot of Ramba and Hammond Crowley silhouettes. Tell me if you notice something about this, because I actually don't know what to think about this. What do you notice about them here?
They're the same height.
Yeah, I don't know even more. Ramba's
He's
taller.
taller.
He's taller.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ramba is significantly shorter than Crowley in real life.
Well, I mean, this is Amuro's
Head, yeah.
internal. This is how he views them.
Yeah, thoughts on that?
Well, he was definitely impressed by Ramba for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Um,
All right, we don't have to linger on that.
But I mean, he's got a whole thing of like, are those people the enemy we're fighting? Like I put down that he's confused to be fighting an honorable enemy for once. Because like Char's a great adversary.
He's not honorable.
Like Char will pocket sand you the first chance he gets. Like that dude has no rules.
Fascinating.
But I mean, he's confused to be fighting a guy who's like, no. Hey, wait until you're ready. Catch your breath, and then we'll go at it, sporting like.
He is fighting conquest right now. He's like,
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
For Invincible fans.
Honestly, one of the best arrivals of any character.
Yeah. Same
Prepare
mustache.
yourself for my arrival, worm.
Hell yeah.
So good.
Invincible.
Great fight too. Invincible, great show. If you haven't watched it, why are you listening to us? There's better things to do. Go watch that.
Heck yeah. Then come back.
That's fair.
But I love the indignation of just they followed her. They went after Frau. It's like, okay, make up your mind, man. Do you care or not?
I think here's my thoughts, and you guys feel free to disagree. I am never giving you gospel here because I actually do not know, and I've seen 5 seasons ahead of you. I think Amuro loves her as like a sister, but she's an annoying little sister.
Yeah,
So
that's fair.
every single thing is like, dude, get out of my face, get out of my face. And meanwhile, she's, I mean, not to make it weird and incesty because I just said sister. Meanwhile, she's like taking every opportunity to grab onto his arm or like nuzzle up against him, and it is not working at all. Like he will not cross that platonic line. Period.
Yeah. But yeah, commercial break, and then it's time for fighting. He buried Gundam in sand. Yeah. It's better than throwing a tarp over it. You learned after Frau found you in like 2 minutes.
Good old
I mean,
Frau.
better, but that can't be good for it, dude. Like, I mean, we already talked about this with the 8th MS team of like maintenance in a desert. They can't be good. There's a lot of moving parts in there. Don't bury it in sand. It's not an AK-47. Kai panicking. Hilarious. Like, genuinely, Kai's job is to be red-shirted and just get shocked at this point. Like, be something for Ramba to attack. Good job, Kai.
Okay, so let's rank real quick.
Yeah, well,
Obviously, Amuro's at the top. Kai, Ryu, Hayato. What's our ranking?
Amuro, Ryu, Kai, Hayato.
Oh, you think Hayato's
I
still the
would
worst?
put Hayato above Kai.
Hayato hasn't had a chance to show off solo.
Fight it out. What do you think, Leo?
I mean, Kai kind of gets himself caught out one too many times as opposed to Hayato. Granted, Hayato just kind of stays back and is more of a background support. He's not as, stupid.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. Hayato is doing solid base hits every time. Kai may strike out, but the next time he gets up at bat in the same episode, like, it's not a home run, but like he'll get a in the park double and get someone else in. Like, he's got his moments that, like, when he needs to for the plot, like, he'll two-handed push someone off a cliff.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, we probably just haven't really seen Hayato's contributions.
We
So,
really haven't. Most we've really seen of him was him getting bullied into the river by children.
yeah.
Which, for that fact alone, I can see why you put him at the bottom.
Yeah, but I got a problem with gun tank here, Miles.
Yes, sir.
Forced eject is cool. Like, cool. Pop that core out and turn it back into a fighter and fly away. That's cool. That's way cooler than this Magellan tank nonsense. But the fact that you're popping out the middle section, so the Blastoise part blasts up and away. Your fighter block shoots off from the middle, and now your Blastoise and your track are just separate, and there's no way to put them back to, like, you just, the Hayato's still in that tank, man. Like, I still have rounds.
All I can say is experimental machine.
He earned his name with that line. Like, he's like, no, man, there are still Germans to kill. I'm not going anywhere.
Damn right.
But yeah, Ryu goes out looking for Amuro, finds him fighting the bug base. Ryu takes over fighting the bug base, and Amuro comes back. And then Mirai, just all the points here. I am always a big fan of toasting people with spaceship engines. Like,
Dude, we talked
I
about her
will
parallel
always get behind
parking.
that.
the Zaku a
Yeah.
few episodes ago, and now she parked it in these ruins. She's good at what she. Sorry, not the Zaku. I'm tired.
The white base.
The
Yeah,
white
no,
base.
fair.
She's
But I
good.
love it. Someone's just like, "Sir, Zaku approaching from behind us." Mira's like, "Behind us? Yes, behind us." All right, cranks the engine. Like it is very much a hold my beer moment. Um, but yeah, points for her. And then Ramba lands on top and just starts just punching him. Just starts punching the ship. Um, and then huge design flaw. Why is your pilot the only one without a seatbelt?
That's a good question.
Like Mirai's like, "Hey, I'm gonna
Fuck.
flip the ship," which like totally fair. It's a spaceship. You should be able to do do a barrel roll.
Especially with this anti-gravity Minovsky nonsense. Yeah.
Yeah, like very much so. So why is the person who's doing that maneuver the only one who would be endangered by that maneuver? Makes no sense.
Because fuck them, that's why.
Bitch, I am your manager. Look it up, kids. Just Kai is outside, just getting bodied by Ramba until
Oh, absolutely.
Amuro shows up and just dramatically shoots the electro whip. So I have a problem with this line, Miles. I don't know if I sent it to you or not, but it kind of pissed me off.
Go off, King. Go off.
Ramba is just casually kung fu dodging all of Amuro's shots, and the explanation is your aim is very accurate and therefore easy for my computer to predict.
I don't know, man. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you.
Like
we do get
no,
this.
no.
I also love as a before he slices the arms. I also love this moment that backs that up of, and I can't tell if this is in the computer in his Goof's computer or if this is like in his head doing the what's that movie where the guys get drunk or whatever. You see math. The hangover meme with the math. You see math from Ramba's perspective, and it's just Amuro charging straight towards him.
Yeah.
And it's like him calculating the shot. I love it.
All I can think of after hearing, again, your aim is very accurate and therefore easy for my computer to predict, is just straight up like, they turned magnets on in the floor and I went flying because of all the iron in my blood because of eating my spinach. Like, it just, no.
No, he says.
No, thank you. But he's got one shot left. Amuro does. Ditches the beam rifle, and Ramba's like, "Ooh, the pilot's got good instincts." It's like, yeah, he's 12. Or however old he is.
15, 16. He is younger than 17 because he will turn 17
He's
at
3.
some point.
He's a fetus.
He's a fetus.
But Ramba's got a heat sword. This is the like superheated bar of rebar we saw in Origins. In the mess, right?
No. So that's the Rick Dom or Rick's material. The Goof has. Okay. We're checking the wiki right now.
Straight up, just looks like a heat sword.
So what's funny is I googled this. It's heat sword Type 4. A melee weapon originally developed for the Goof series, like the Zaku's Heat Hawk. The heat sword has a blade that is heated to high temperatures in order to increase its cutting capacity. However, it has a longer reach than the Heat Hawk and is capable of slicing in half shield made of Luna titanium. Initially, the blade was made of a polymer compound. Yeah.
But yeah, he cuts the shield in half, but Amuro jumped, and then there's some mutual stabbing. And then we get just like a casual, savage, badass moment from Ramba Rawl here, who just leans forward in his cockpit and just casually shoves a lump of molten metal out of the way so that he can see better through the lip of his ruined mobile suit. Like, that is badass.
Heat protection on them friggin' Zeon suits must be crazy. The Zeon normal suit heat protection is nutty.
I mean, that man has molten metal on his glove now, like for sure. Like the casual way, like he's done that before. He knew he could do that. But then he lost all the points he just gained because at this point I feel that Ramba's function in battle is giving exposition so that when fans are fighting about the capabilities of like, well, this if I hit you here, then this happens, because he pushes the metal out. He's like, thankfully I can still move because I still have all my computer controls functioning. Like, thankfully I can fight you because you didn't hit my second heart.
Yeah.
It-
Reminder, the
Yeah.
reactor is in that little lower skirt area of at least the Zaku. I don't know where it is in the goof. We're going to assume it's there. So
Yeah, it's the explanation for why he's still fighting with massive damage. But then we get a dramatic duck and swing, take off Ramba's arms.
famous moment.
And
Famous
then-
moment.
Yeah, but we've got to like freeze time and turn everything blue so that our warriors can have a discussion about honor and morality or whatever.
That is actually a famous move. I forget the name, but that actually is a famous samurai move. The duck and
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
swing.
yeah.
That is a practice
Yeah.
technique. I forget the name.
Yeah. But I love this move too. Ramba shoulder charges. Amuro stabs him in the backpack, but Ramba was like, "Yo, I'm already out of here," and just grapples to Amuro. He's just straight up grappled onto Gundam, which is great. Because he also hit the self destruct or something. But we get the line, "Don't forget you owe it all to the mobile suit's abilities and nothing more," which I find strange considering he like just praised his decision making skills in throwing away the beam right. He's like, "This pilot has good intuition." It's like, "Don't forget, you actually suck." Like
So I
those
have
two moments don't jive.
a theory here. Everything Ramba says, because we talked about being an honorable warrior, he is honorable for the most part. Everything he says here is little jabs to see how far he can get in Amuro's head, like down
I'll
to
buy
the
that.
second. So
I'll buy
he
that.
plays good cop, and he's
believe
like, "Come on, kid, get out of here. We're not going to kill you." When him and Frau, are escaping, but
No, it's
then
the battlefield rules are different now.
and then he gets onto the battlefield and he's talking trash and he's trying to see, is he going to talk trash back to me? Can I mess him
Yeah.
over? How much can I mess him up here? This is fascinating. Because if you think about it, do you think, because no one's fought mobile suits up to this point before, besides stuff going on in the 8th and S team off screen. Ramba Rao certainly has not fought anything but other Zaku pilots way worse than him in training simulations. This, just like Char, is his first time fighting another mobile suit pilot, and he's trying to figure out how this works.
Yeah. But yeah, he just hides on the other side of a dune while his goof explodes.
Yeah.
And then Amuro gets picked up and thrown in the brig.
So I put in my notes, Sayla, help me, save me, Sayla, like Maharaga, save me, Maharaga. It is so crazy.
No, what is crazy is Bright's line here. "I can't forgive you for having tarnished our crew's morale." That's the reason? Morale? You're mad at him for affecting morale? Not for stealing Gundam, not for deserting, not for disrespecting the chain of command at every turn, not for
Stealing-
all of the headaches he's caused you for damaging morale.
Stealing
Okay.
the most expensive piece of military hardware in history, by the way, and the savior of humanity. After half a billion, half the population of humanity is gone, by the way. From ecological
It's okay.
disaster or colony drop.
He didn't leave just because he felt like it, though.
I think he just said that because he knew that the peer pressure would work better than
Yeah.
the military stuff. That's why he said that.
Here's your superiority complex again, though. Ryu, he's like, why do you think I came all the way out there to get you, man? It's like, because without me, you can't fight. Like, zero hesitation.
Bitch.
Full Vegeta response. Like,
Well, we can also compare this to last episode or a few episodes ago. We saw Sayla get put in the brig, and she was like 100% understand what I did. She stole the Gundam too.
Yeah.
She did the same thing, technically. 100% understand what I did, put everyone in danger. Sorry, I'll take my punishment. Amuro, no! Sayla, help me!
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we end our episode.
I have a little note of, I mean, I suppose we'll learn in the next chunk of episodes how much is Amuro and how much is Gundam. We'll probably get a couple more people bumbling around in that suit.
Oh, we'll be debating that for seasons.
Yeah. But yeah, it's true. I am the best. And then he just starts crying in his prison cell.
I will say, and I know people hate talking about whether one anime did it or not, or is Evangelion a deconstruction, or is a Gundam a deconstruction, or is Mazinger a deconstruction of the mech genre. It gets kind of
Fuck
weird.
you, it's all Beowulf.
It's all Beowulf. Here's the thing. It is very fascinating to see a mech protagonist be put in a situation of, no, you don't get a free pass. At least at this point in mech anime. You do not get a free pass for being cocky. You do not get a free pass for having the right decisions or being the hotshot maverick guy who goes against your commander. You put everyone's lives in danger. Go to the brig. Face your punishment.
Yeah.
With that said, to end off today, what do you think happens next, boys? Prediction time. This won't be every episode, but just asking for reasons. Will Amuro get out of the brig?
Oh, I'm sure he's gonna get out of the brig one way or another. It's just gonna be a matter of, is he gonna learn his fucking lesson or not?
He's going to be there for at least one episode.
Mm-hmm. Any thoughts on where things go in the next 3? Tin hat time, whatever you have.
Across Asia.
I'll say again.
I said further across Asia.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Come on, give me big swings, boys.
Maybe.
Oh, what'd you say?
Makuve shenanigans, maybe. I don't know.
Okay. Please give me big swings. Anything you think could happen.
I mean, eventually we're going to make it to Ukraine and that Vapo bomb's going to go off.
Yeah, the
I'm
Jaburo
curious
thing.
how close we're going to be to it this time.
We
I don't
did
know
see
if our timing is all right on that.
we did see a little bit of a Vapor bomb in this episode when Makuve blew up the base, the miner mining base.
That's true. There's not a whole lot of predictions in my head right now.
Okay. Do you think over the course of this series that Amuro and Bright's relationship is going to get better? Will they ever be
better.
friends? Will they ever be buddies?
No.
No.
Nah.
Are they going to,
Nah, man.
or is Bright going to crack a beer and Amuro's going to grab the second Buzzweiser can next to him in the final episode and he's going to go, that's too old for you, kid. Here's a ginger ale. And then they're going to sip as the sun sets on the horizon. He's like, but that was a great war, buddy. Don't think that's where this is headed? Okay.
Nah, man.
No, I can't say that's gonna happen. I think
Yeah,
they're
like,
gonna be
the whole
amicable
crew is
coworkers at
turned.
best.
Yeah, the whole crew is turned on Amuro at this
Okay.
point.
Do you think the whole crew is definitively turned?
No, I mean, not the whole crew. Like, at one point, it was Ryu and Mirai among the named characters who were supporting him. Ryu, I think, is kind of fed up with him at this point. I think Ryu is so. I'll give you Bright, Ryu, Sayla, and Mirai are coded on that like cusp of adulthood.
Yeah.
Where Bright is like the cusp of adulthood who is an officer in training. Ryu is cusp of adulthood who like he is the only one of them who is actually like been a I don't think saw act but like flew some relief effort kind of thing. Like he has been in the system for a while and has seen people like Amuro come and go.
Yeah.
And I think he's tried to help, and he's like, "Hey, kid, you are not listening to me. You're not accepting my help, and I'm not gonna let you get me killed." So I think he's kind of lost that. For the most part, I think the crew is not like actively hostile towards him, but they're kind of just like, "Ah, Amuro, can you just shut up?" Like at this point, they're kind of just fed up with him.
I like that. Yeah, fed up is a good
All right. Well, thank you
description.
for giving me that as I was stalling, deciding to choose on some things here. Next week we're going to power through with the next 3 episodes. So that will be, at least by the Crunchyroll numbers, episode 19, hand-to-hand combat, episode 20, sorrow and hatred, and episode 21, the trap of Makuve. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'm gonna go to bed because I am tired. Have a great one, y'all.